Ever felt like the world is a stage, and you're the lone observer in the back row, silently judging the performance? Ever wondered why some individuals seem perpetually detached, radiating an aura of self-sufficiency and quiet disdain? Today, we're diving deep into the enigmatic world of the Sigma male and exploring the dark undercurrents that often accompany this archetype. Forget the surface-level memes and the romanticized notions of solitary strength. We're going to confront the uncomfortable truth, the potential for hidden resentment, and a deep-seated disconnect that can plague those who identify with this label. Buckle up, because we're about to dismantle the myth and explore the complex psychological landscape of the Sigma male, revealing the dark reality that many prefer to ignore. This isn't about vilifying anyone. It's about understanding the human condition and the potential pitfalls of isolating oneself. Are you ready to look beyond the surface and face the uncomfortable truths? 1. The illusion of the untouchable, decoding the Sigma male facade. The Sigma male archetype, often portrayed as the lone wolf, the silent observer, thriving outside conventional social structures, is frequently a carefully constructed facade. This curated image, while seemingly powerful, masks underlying vulnerabilities and complexities. The insistence on absolute independence can be a defense mechanism against perceived social inadequacies or past traumas. The Sigma male's outward detachment isn't necessarily a sign of inherent superiority, but rather a potential indicator of social anxiety, past rejections, or a deep-seated fear of vulnerability. This facade of self-sufficiency can be a double-edged sword. While it provides a sense of control and protection, it simultaneously isolates the individual from genuine connection and support. The constant need to maintain this illusion can be emotionally exhausting, leading to hidden resentment and a sense of disconnection from the very world they claim to observe from a position of detached superiority. The reality is everyone craves connection, and the Sigma male, despite their outward demeanor, is no exception. Recognizing the constructed nature of this persona is the first step towards understanding the potential for hidden pain and the need for authentic connection. 2. Social disillusionment, the breeding ground for resentment. The Sigma male's detachment often stems from a profound social disillusionment. This isn't just a general dislike of people. It's a deep-seated disappointment in societal norms, expectations, and interactions. They've likely witnessed or experienced hypocrisy, manipulation, or superficiality, leading them to question the value of social engagement. This disillusionment can create a cynical worldview, where every interaction is viewed with suspicion and skepticism. The constant exposure to what they perceive as inauthenticity and shallowness breeds resentment, as they feel alienated from the very fabric of society. This resentment isn't always overt. It can manifest as subtle disdain, passive aggressiveness, or a general unwillingness to participate in social activities. The Sigma male's critical eye, honed by years of observation, can become a source of both insight and isolation. They may see patterns and inconsistencies that others miss, but this awareness can also fuel their cynicism and reinforce their belief that society is inherently flawed. This disillusionment, while understandable, can become a self-fulfilling prophecy, as their negative expectations and behavior alienate others, further validating their cynical worldview. 3. The paradox of independence, emotional isolation, and its consequences. The Sigma male's emphasis on independence, while admirable in some respects, can lead to profound emotional isolation. The insistence on handling everything alone creates a barrier to genuine connection. They may struggle to express vulnerability or ask for help, fearing it will compromise their perceived strength. This emotional isolation can breed resentment, as they feel misunderstood and unsupported. The lack of emotional intimacy can lead to a sense of emptiness and a longing for connection, even if they consciously deny it. The Sigma male's stoic exterior can be a mask for deep-seated loneliness and a yearning for understanding. The inability to share their burdens with others can lead to a buildup of resentment and frustration, which can manifest as passive aggressiveness or even outbursts of anger. The paradox of independence is that it can lead to a profound sense of dependence on oneself, creating a cycle of isolation and resentment. Breaking this cycle requires a willingness to embrace vulnerability and seek connection, even if it feels uncomfortable or counterintuitive. For the observer's curse, detachment, judgment, and the illusion of superiority. The Sigma male's tendency to observe social interactions from a distance can create a sense of detachment, leading to a judgmental mindset. They may believe they possess a clearer understanding of the world than those who are actively involved in it, fostering an illusion of superiority. This detached observation, while providing a sense of control, can also lead to hypercriticism and a negative view of humanity. The constant analysis of others' actions and motivations can fuel resentment, as they perceive flaws and inconsistencies that reinforce their cynical worldview. The observer's curse is that it can prevent them from truly engaging with the world, leading to a life of passive observation rather than active participation. The illusion of superiority can be a dangerous trap, as it prevents them from learning from others and growing as individuals. Breaking free from this curse requires a willingness to relinquish the need for control and embrace the messiness and complexity of human interaction. 5. The fear of vulnerability, building walls and pushing people away. Underneath the Sigma male's stoic facade often lies a deep-seated fear of vulnerability. They may have experienced past traumas or rejections that have led them to build emotional walls. These walls serve as a form of self-preservation, protecting them from further hurt. However, they also prevent them from forming meaningful connections. This fear of vulnerability can manifest as aloofness, detachment, or even hostility, as they unconsciously push others away. The inability to express their emotions or share their insecurities can lead to a sense of isolation and resentment. The fear of being judged or rejected can be so powerful that they prefer to remain isolated rather than risk being hurt. This fear can also lead to a pattern of self-sabotage, where they unconsciously undermine their own relationships to avoid getting too close. Overcoming this fear requires a willingness to embrace vulnerability and trust, even if it feels terrifying. 6. The misinterpretation of introversion, social anxiety, and misunderstandings. It's crucial to distinguish between genuine introversion and social anxiety. While Sigma males are often introverted, their detachment can sometimes be mistaken for social anxiety. They may struggle with social interactions, not because they dislike people, but because they find them overwhelming or draining. This can lead to misunderstandings and misinterpretations, further isolating them. The Sigma male's quiet demeanor can be misconstrued as arrogance or disdain, when in reality, it may be a sign of social anxiety or discomfort. The fear of social judgment can lead to avoidance and isolation, reinforcing their belief that they are better off alone. The constant need to analyze and overthink social interactions can be exhausting, leading to a preference for solitude. Recognizing the difference between introversion and social anxiety is crucial for understanding the Sigma male's behavior and providing appropriate support. 7. Breaking the cycle, self-awareness, empathy, and the path to connection. Breaking the cycle of resentment and isolation requires self-awareness, empathy, and a willingness to challenge ingrained beliefs. Sigma males must recognize the potential for resentment and the negative impact it has on their lives and relationships. This requires introspection, honesty, and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about themselves. Cultivating empathy and compassion is crucial for overcoming resentment. This involves actively trying to understand others' perspectives and motivations, even when they differ from their own. It also means recognizing that everyone is struggling with their own challenges and insecurities. Building genuine connections requires vulnerability and trust. Sigma males must be willing to take risks and open themselves up to others. This may involve sharing their thoughts and feelings, asking for help, and acknowledging their own imperfections. The journey to self-awareness and growth is a continuous process. Sigma males must be willing to adapt and evolve, challenging their beliefs and behaviors as they learn and grow. This requires ongoing self-reflection, honesty, and a commitment to personal development. We've explored the complex realities behind the Sigma male archetype today, uncovering the potential for hidden resentment and the challenges of isolation. Remember, understanding these dynamics is the first step towards fostering healthier connections and personal growth. If you found this discussion insightful, please like and share this video. Your engagement helps us reach others and continue exploring these important topics. And don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth analyses. Thank you for watching.